Welcome to another insightful episode of Expert Matters, where we dive deep into the world of business and technology with industry expert. Today, we have with us Nipun Bhansali, a seasoned senior analyst with 8 years of experience in software testing and business analysis, specializing in the IT healthcare domain. Having worked with Fortune 500 companies, Nipun has built a strong foundation in diagnosing and troubleshooting complex technical issues while transitioning towards product specializations. His expertise lies in delivering top notch services to end users while maintaining industry ethics and security standards. Join us as we explore Nipun's journey, his insights on navigating the IT healthcare sector, and how professionals can upskill to stay relevant in an evolving industry. Thank you so much, Nipun, for taking our time and joining us. Welcome to Expert Matters.
Thank you. Thank you, Shruti, for providing me this opportunity and a great welcome. Thank you.
I would start with my first question. What is the key skill set or experiences helped you to land into a role in IT?
Yeah, interesting question. So it all began from my career as a fresher when I started working as test automation engineer with Cerner Corporation, which is now Oracle. So basically, when it comes to testing, even if it is automation testing, you need to start with manual testing first, all the basics of testing, some part of knowledge on any language skill set. Like during my time, it started from OOPS, C, C++, Java. So these languages helped me to scale up in the testing part. And when it comes to manual testing, the test cases, test scenarios, all these things which we need to be very careful about. So I particularly build up myself in these areas, and then I scaled up in automation testing, wherein I started working on desktop based automation, and I used some agile methodologies to work on that. So these things really helped me. And of course, Microsoft Office related tools to manage and document few things related to testing. Uh, these things really helped me to begin my career with.
Understood. Nipun, as a viewer of this podcast or as a viewer of this series, we would like to understand your experience, your background, your education. So, can you just give us a rough insight about your journey in the industry?
Yes. So after my schooling, I did my BTech in computer science engineering from Rajasthan Technical University, Kota. Um, I did that in honors. I achieved honors, and then immediately after doing my bachelor's, I did my master's in business information technology from Kingston University in London. So it was a great time there. Got to know much about different cultures, the way the students are trained in India, in Indian education system, and in the Western. That was a big change, and it helped me in opening up, and then gradually scaling on these things in educational terms. I took it forward in my professional growth, wherein I came back to India and started looking for job opportunities in Bangalore, Hyderabad, Pune. um, after struggling for around like 3 4 months, finally I got this opportunity as test automation engineer in Cerner. And then roughly I worked around more than 5 years in Cerner as test automation engineer. And then I got an opportunity in Tech Mahindra. There I worked as senior business analyst. So it was like a club of, you can say, testing as well as business analysts, where now, after knowing about the testing strategies, the game changing thing was to know about how to deal with those technologies with the customers, stakeholders, and other users, and take it forward in a beautiful way, where we can demonstrate the use of product, how product can be useful to customers, and how they can come up with new ideas or some drawbacks which we can implement as an engineer. So this change helped me to develop my strategies and skills, And then going forward, I got an opportunity to work with Google, wherein I was working as a technical solutions engineer. This was a contract role, and here, and again, a drastic change in the culture. Like earlier it was an educational culture, now here I got to know much things about the way people work in India and the way people work in United States. Here collaboration, working on different tools, directly dealing with customers, how customers report their incidents, and how we can take it um, to another level in terms of performance and efficiency. So these things really helped me. I did a good job in like knowing about all the comprehensive test plans, covering all the aspects of deployment within the product, and right from the functionality, performance, and security factors. I used to keep a good track on what's happening within the product and what we can do to improvise the product. This was, of course, a Google Health project. So I got an opportunity to work with different clients like Meditech, Desert Oasis Healthcare Hospital, Ascension Hospital, and pretty much these are the same clients where when I was working with Cerner when I began my career. So from like in a nutshell, I would say that from the beginning of my career till now, where I see myself, patient care, patient delivery is the key thing, wherein we are transforming a good healthcare experience for the patients and the providers in a best possible way in dealing with the software and software related product and its applications. So that's what I can say about this entire journey.
Awesome, awesome. So you moved from India to UK, then you came back to India. You worked there for good 5, 10 years, and then you moved back to the US. So now you're working with Google in US. And can you just help us also understand? So you've already told us your transition from testing role to data analytics and business analytics role. How important is data in transforming the entire technical skill set? Say, for example, if any of the student watching this video wants to understand how important are data analytics and technical skills together in a role like yours. So, how would you define that and help them to understand it?
Great question. I would say that before landing onto the data part or the IT part, it's very much important for a person to know about the product. Let's say I'm using an a healthcare software wherein different clinicians will come up, enter the data about the patient, all the results, all the tests, everything like end to end, different areas of healthcare. So now we should know, first of all, what product it is, how it is working, what applications are there in that product, and to which extent it will affect the client or in-house people also who are working on that software basically. So first of all, we need to know about the product. There are different channels these days on LinkedIn, on YouTube, wherein you can get to know about the product even if you are an alien to that or if you don't know anything about that. And then of course there are different people who can help in the organization, like any of your seniors, wherein you can get the information about the product. The next step is to know about the data associated with that product. Now here, in order to know about the data, IT skills plays a key role. If you know the IT part of that, it's very easy for you to jump into the data part. For example, when you are talking about skill set, I said that I have done, I know C, C++, OOPS, or maybe SQL. Now, picking out SQL from this, SQL itself is used to play on data. Okay, so there are different tables, rows, columns associated with that, which we make use of and work on the data part. And of course, when now we are working on data, we also need to take care about the security. It should be authenticated, it should be secured, and there are different policies which are followed according to the regions in IT healthcare. Like HIPAA policy is there, and in Europe, people are having some different kind of acts and rules to perform. So, keeping in mind about all these things, the principles, the rules, we should frame our data in such a way that it is helpful for the clinician as well as any other user, and ultimately it gonna affect the patient. So here IT in healthcare plays a great role in terms of managing, deploying, creating, or like working on the starting part till the launch part.
Understood. Great. So data and IT, it works simultaneously. Data plays a very important role. We have understood that. Uh, you must be working in a very fast-paced environment because the country, the city, the company, everything is fast-paced, and your profession as well, because it combines data and technical skills, which are both separately and together very fast and pressure work culture and work environment to be in. What's your advice for staying calm and delivering results under such pressure?
Well, half of the answer is said by you itself. First is staying calm. So, whenever you have a problem and you are looking for some solution, first of all, I would say the solution lies itself as a hint in the question. So, when you have some problem, you start looking for the evidence related to that. The best thing to work in such a way is like, for example, I have any problem. So first of all, I should troubleshoot what is the problem about, which environments and how many users are impacted with that, and is there any similar or same kind of issue which I have worked in past. So I'll go ahead and check that thing. It rules me out from that thing. Then I will start thinking about different scenarios wherein this problem could be the cause of, or this scenario or this instance can be the cause of that problem. So this is the main thing. And I would say, of course, priority matters. So if that problem is like impacting many users, or if it is critical, then we should think from that perspective. And we can also help ourselves here by working with different teams. We can check with different teams by proper ways and channels. Like in my experience, whenever an issue used to come up or any problem used to come up, we had different tools on which this used to happen, like Salesforce or ServiceNow, or there are things like Jira's. So problems used to come on that. We used to acknowledge, we used to troubleshoot, and then we used to allocate that to the particular team which is responsible for that. So there is a channel, there is a way, or I can say there is an ethics to follow this. So that's the best way to work on the problem, move towards the solution, so that even if we are not right, or maybe we don't know the solution also, at least we are projecting that to a correct way through a correct channel.
Understood. Understood. Great advice. Can you just also help me understand and help all of our viewers also to just get a understanding of what all challenges do you face on day-to-day basis? What are these challenges like, and how do you overcome them?
Yeah, so there are different kind of challenges. It's a broad question, I would say. But yeah, the first challenge itself is the issue reported by a customer in the form of incident. So here again, the same thing I would say, that all the troubleshooting and all those things which we need to take care about. But it also, sometimes the challenges are like, we are troubleshooting, but the issue lies somewhere near to that only. So I would say
Correct.
sometimes when you think broad, it doesn't help. So rather than thinking completely broad or like being lost in the issue, sometimes you can, in order to save the time, you can check with your manager or your peers. Uh, this can maybe reduce your suffocation, what you are having inside, and take a calm, like as you said, and routing it to the proper channel, proper person can make you calm. And yeah, upskilling always helps. So when you know that, for example, in last month I had X issue which was very troubling, and I'm still aware about that. So in regards to that XYZ issue, it's better you upscale yourself if you find that it is reliable, and if it is in my scope to upscale, always helpful. So you can take help of different channels like Coursera or YouTube. There are different websites which can help you in scaling up.
Great, great. And somebody, if wants to get into a career like yours, say for example, into testing or business analytics together and separately, what are the channels or what are the certifications or technical skill sets they should focus on primarily?
I would say if someone is starting as a fresher, of course, they may be completing their graduation or post graduation. So I would say start doing the planning, start making the strategies from before your course completion itself. This will help. This will help you, and you can take advice from your mentors, your teachers, where you are studying. So this is like a pre-prep kind of thing. Step one. Step two, even if you have not done that and you have landed into the job search mode, then be focused about what you want and where you ideally want to see after 2 or 3 years. I would not say after 5 or 10 years, because for a fresher it's a big thing, and there might be some challenges in decision making also which may impact you. So better to first decide what you want to do, which you think that you can do for at least 2 3 years, and then you can improvise on the further things. So make use of online channels like Coursera is there, as I said. Different learning channels, Simply Learn is there, and there are various courses which are now offered by Google, Meta, and like big FANG companies, which you can do. It will help you. And the next thing is, even if you don't have some knowledge on these things, it's always good to check with your friends, your peers, without any hesitation, that okay, you are doing this thing, and if something is matching with that person, maybe you can ask, or make it. You can also start making use of LinkedIn and other social medias, so that will really help you.
Amazing. So, if anybody wants to get into a career like yours, and if they have no idea where to start from, they can always seek for advice. And of course, as always, networking plays a very huge role in choosing any career. So, they should use networking platforms like LinkedIn and in India and US. So, to connect with the professionals who are already working in the industry and to gain expertise and also advice at the same time.
Right. And also, I would point out one thing here. It's always good to check with alumni as well, be it your school or your college alumni, or if you are an experienced professional, there is no harm to check with your ex colleagues. Maybe some things which are in their scope, they can also help you.
Understood. Great advice. So I am not sure if anybody would have thought about the idea of connecting with their alumni. I think we all connect with alumni only if we are choosing the same college they have gone into. So that's also a nice way to reconnect with your seniors and to understand better. Thank you so much
Yes.
for sharing. My last question, Nipun, to you would be, what's one key piece of advice, career advice to be specific, for students and young professionals would you like to give?
I think being an IT professional, I would say we work on software development lifecycle, which is SDLC, and such like that. There are different life cycles, product development life cycle. So I would say just start thinking about life development life cycle. So it's like that in order to start something, you need to first do the arrangement of that. You need to do the planning, then you need to execute, then you need to test, deploy, and then before execution, you do a preliminary check also. So I think you should follow the streamed strategy in your career and in your personal life as well. It will keep you more balanced, organized, and structured. And these things will make you a better person, be it you are an IT professional or any professional, or as a person also.
Great, great piece of advice. I had a lot of fun talking to you today. That was very insightful conversation, Nipun. Thank you so much for joining again.
Thank you so much, Shruti, and thanks for your time.
Your journey from a technical expert to product specialist is truly inspiring for all of us, emphasizing the importance of continuous learning and adaptability in the tech industry. I hope everybody watching this video would have gained a lot of insights, a lot of value. If you found this discussion valuable, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Expert Matters for more expert insights. Stay tuned for our next episode where we bring you more industry leaders sharing their knowledge and experience. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye bye.